Hello, welcome to my stream. And today I'm going to try and do some preliminary work for some Chibi tokens. As you may know, I quite like to play tabletop role playing games, Dungeons and Dragons, Starfinder, and so on. Those are the two I play at the moment. And I'm also writing some one shots. I've written one. I've got one in the works, and I really want to bundle them with some artwork. So with actually character tokens and maps and everything, because I noticed that quite a few of the one shots that I've seen just came with a story, but not really a lot of artwork. So I quite like to present a complete bundle. I've also just started a course on how to draw chibis because I like chibis. So because my games tend to be more on the humorous side, I thought that having chibi characters is actually quite apt. So that's what I'm trying to do. Unfortunately, I'm not terribly good at it yet. So yeah, as you will see. So let me just switch over to Clip Studio. Okay, so those are two chibis that I've created uh, according to the instructions. So I think they're actually quite nice, but they are pretty much copies of what the instructor's done. So that's easy enough to copy. A lot harder to come up with something that looks good myself. So what I'd like to do today, because I'm partway through the course, so we've covered, or rather, I've done the lessons on head proportions and body proportions and some very basic eyes, and that's it. Haven't done hair, haven't done clothes. So for now, for today, what I wanted to do is really just explore a little bit on that. So what I wanted to do was to create some of the typical races that you find in Dungeons and Dragons. So I was thinking of humans, elves, dwarves, and halflings. I want to do tieflings at some point. Those horns look. I think I can make those look really cute. But yeah, I'm going to start with basically the races in the Fellowship, more or less. So, and anyway, it's practice. I've got to practice. I've got to practice a lot, or I will never get any good at this. So let me just zoom in a little bit more. So, actually, let me just show you. So these two I'm going to use as the. So these two are going to be my basic just standing forms for humans. I'm not sure yet if I want to make the tokens full body or head only. I can always figure that out later. Okay. So let's just deselect everything. And let's go with elves. So I've done basically my my grid. So that's the basic grid for a human being. So I've got the nice big chibi head. So it's a 1 to 2. So the height of the head. Actually, let me just put in a layer where I can do silly stuff. So if I go and take a look at the height of the head, if I take that and just move it about a bit, so yeah, so that's the height of the head, which is roughly the same as the height of the body, actually slightly more. But so yeah, that's the proportions I'm going with. And yeah, don't need that anymore. Let me erase that. So yeah, so we've got the upper body here, hips there, and then the legs come down that. So yeah, humans are made medium chunky. So oh god, yes, I forgot to name the layers. Maybe I should just name those quickly. So I just need to grab my keyboard here. So that's my rough. Okay. Pencil's body. And that's Pencil's face. Okay, so let's start with that. Make that visible again. So with this rough, for elves, what I want to do is just modify that slightly. So let's try and get on the right layer. No, actually, I'm going to put in my modifications first and then do the erasing. So let's get my pencil. Let's put that on the blue. So elves, I'm going to make those a lot more slender than humans. So do that. See what that looks like if I make the body just narrower. So that's going to be. So that's. There we go. And eyes, not eyes, ears. Ears are obviously going to be much larger. And pointy. Okay. And eyes. Not sure. Am I going to? The eyes really should be more slanted, I guess. Possibly even bigger than humans. So I have to see. I have to see what that's going to look like. Oh, somebody at the door. Just a sec. All right, that was weird. Somebody trying to sell me milk. there you go. Yes, lots of people knock on the door at 7 p.m. at night trying to sell milk. Okay, well, never mind. Back to the drawing. Okay. That was just bizarre. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to our elven chibi. Oh yeah, chin. Chin. I want the chin to be lot pointier, lot more. Slender, really, much pointier face. I'm going to keep the head as broad as it is, and so and the neck slenderer than a human. Okay. So let me see. Is anybody in the chat? I'm sorry, I haven't said hello yet. Hello, everybody who's here. Academy Impossible, Caxi, 06 and Santa Claus Gift. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the stream. chat if you wish. I shall occasionally glance over to the chat, see if you've got any questions or any comments. So yeah, by all means, say something if you wish. Anyway, so that is more or less what I want here. Now I'm going to, for now, I'm going to keep the arms same as a human, or rather same same gesture, same arm pose, not a gesture, same arm pose as a human, and legs as well. Actually, probably the arms should probably be more slender too. Otherwise that will look really odd if I've got more slender legs. Okay, let's get over to pencils. Right. That's going to be, eyes are going to be interesting. The eyes really still get me very badly. The main reason I took a course, an actually paid course on a teaching platform for this is because I just could not work out the eyes properly. Right, so I'm going to leave the eyes to last. They're my nemesis. Eyes are my nemesis. So yeah, the anatomy, arms and legs, is of course highly simplified for chibis. Okay, and then actually center line of the face is going to be slightly different. Forgot to change that. That is going to be there. Okay. Back to face. Okay, so nose fairly high and mouth. Eyes. Let's see how that works. So if I'm going to make those slightly more slanted than humans, so let's see what that looks like. So getting used to having a really quite a thick lid for upper lid for the eyes. Okay, do the same thing here. I'm just going to have to hope that that's not going to make them look perpetually angry, although they might be angry elves. They may have had their land stolen from them. Sorry, I've just been watching seasons 1 and 2 of The Witcher on Netflix. So yeah, currently angry elves are very much the flavor of the day with me. So okay, let's see what that looks like without the guidelines. Yeah, definitely angry, and one of the eyes is too big and the other one is too small. So, does anybody here have an opinion as to which is better? This one's too big. Yeah, this one's definitely too big. Good thing I put that on its own layer, right? Let's move that. Okay. Do I want them to have much bigger eyes than humans? Because at the moment, this eye is, I think, more or less... Well, actually, I think that needs to be bigger. But other than that, it's pretty similar to the human eye. If I move that over here, yeah, that's about the same size. I love the fact that I can do this. That's why I like digital painting. Because of the possibilities of doing stuff like this. Okay, let's... Oops, no, I didn't want to select anything. I wanted to go back to my pencil. So maybe I need to make the eyelids more rounded. That is still too big, still too big, still too big, still too big. A bit smaller. Right. Move that down here. Actually, let me okay that quickly and put my guidelines in again so that I can see roughly where things should be. So if I go back to this, so, and if I just move that away, so that will be top of the eyes, and then does that work? Works more or less. Okay. Let's take the roughs out again. The jawline isn't right. This jawline is not right. That was a bit too weak. I think let's compare that to female Chibi. But other than that, I think that is not too horrible. Because, yeah, after all, still learning. So, yeah, so this guy's definitely more slender. All right, and let's try a similar thing for the female elf. So slightly more rounded female form. Okay, let's go into the rough and just crosshairs on the correct right. So This is getting very confused. Oh, no wonder that point size is much too small. Yeah, that's better. Actually, that's a bit too big now. Too low. Okay. So ear for female elves again. And let's take a bit of that form off, make her more slender than a human. Same thing with the neck. Oh yes, and the jaw. So let's make that jaw. Not that far down. Let's not make that jaw that big. Okay, so more rounded than the males, and more rounded than a human's, but that is now too low or too high, depending on which way you look at it. Now that should do. In the neck. Okay, and eyes. So I'm going to use. No, actually, I'm going to do that. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, hey, Jelly. Yeah, so Chibi course. Just to quickly catch you up. So I'm doing a Chibi course, and I'm trying to do Chibi characters for various races that you get in role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons. So I've got my humans. I'm working on my elves. So let's go back to this, and let's see. Actually, it needs a bit more of a cheekbone here, I think. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put in the arms. Yeah, let's make that a bit cleaner. Shall we? Okay, back to the pencils. For body. Right, and now the eyelids, and she's a female, so she's getting a few lashes. Nose and mouth. So let's see what that looks like without the underlay. Okay. Let me just move that around, and so I can make this. I can see the whole shebang. So yeah, okay. Actually, let me just put some labeling on here. In green. Okay, so this is going to be human, elf, and that's going to be a dwarf, and halfling. So that's the aim. Let me take the rough layer out. What do you think? Male elf looks distinctly pissed off, I think, but you know, could be a bad-tempered elf. But other than that, female elf has got, looks like she's got seriously saggy boobs. We can't have elves with saggy boobs. Let's just go over that again. Pencil black. And you wouldn't have not come that far. Normally you don't really get boobs on chibis, so yeah, I'm not really sure how to handle that here. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I quite like the female elf. I think that works. Should I do one of the ears? Ear would probably just be visible. Unlike the human, with pointy ears like that, yeah, I think you would see that. So let's give another equal pointy ear to this chap here. Very Spock. I'm not sure because elves are a lot more slender than humans. I don't want terribly muscular elves. It's not Cutter. So yeah, and he's only got marginally narrower shoulders than the human. No, I like the shoulder width for the human. So I need to leave that narrow for the elf. Right. Yeah. Although I think the body needs to come over a wee bit. Yeah, that's better. That was a bit too far over. Kind of works. Does it still work with a female? No, I think that needs to come over a bit as well. Okay. Okay. Yeah, wonder how I can make the male elf look slightly less pissed off. Mind you, the male human looks slightly pissed off. So that I will need to revisit that, I think. Okay, dwarf. Now, dwarf, I want to be a lot more muscular and stouter. So I'm going to leave the dwarf the same height as human and the elf and an elf, because these are going to go on tokens. So there's not going to be any scale issue. So wolf is going to be more broad-shouldered and generally chunkier than a human. And hips. Again, that is not quite right. Now, dwarf eyes. So human eyes normal and round, elf eyes slanted, dwarf eyes, I think. I keep thinking that dwarfs should have really heavy brows, which is I've been thinking about this actually. Let me. Well, I'm not drawing. Might as well see my ugly mug. So, I was thinking initially that dwarves should not have very strong eye ridges. She says, pointing to her ridges. Because they live in the mines and in the dark most of the time. But then I thought, but when they come out of the mines, there's going to be the glare of the sun, and then you need quite a bit of shade in your eyes. So I think I shall stick with the, eyebrows like extra strength caterpillars. And yeah, as I said, I haven't done hair yet, so obviously dwarf is going to get a beard. I just don't know how to do the beard yet, so that's going to come later. But yeah, the shape of a dwarf's eyes, that is going to be the big question. But anyway, let's start with just the shape of the head. So actually, let's go back to the jaw. Do I want to make that? No, I think I can live with that as it's outlined here, more or less. So probably make this a little more square for a dwarf than for a human. Just a little more angled. Normal ears. And then I've got to put in the arms again. So thick arms. Thick legs. Nice and sturdy and absolutely immovable even when faced with an irresistible force. And the whole head needs to be moved over again. Let me just go back to the rough and move that, because that is starting to look weird. I think I need to do that for all of them. Okay. Yeah, much better. Much more solid and centered. Much thicker neck than humans as well. Great. Wrong layer. Wrong layer. Let's get rid of that again. Let's undo all of this. And then redo it. Because somebody has to. Somebody has to make an idiot out of themselves on this stream. And it's gonna be me! Yay! Right. Let's do that again. But I think I've improved compared to previous attempts, as Jelly Snail has seen. Some of them might even still be up on Twitch for the time being. I think I'm not going to save them for posterity on YouTube just yet. Yeah, I can see that as a dwarf. So now the question of the eyes. I'm sure that once I get eyes down properly, I love doing eyes, but for now they are the bane of my life. I think I may have mentioned. So let's have... Actually, I haven't given any of these guys eyebrows yet properly, so let me just do that. So human eyebrows, just normal. That's my human lady, yeah, because human lady does have eyebrows. Human chap didn't. He's been playing with fireworks. Elves. Higher foreheads, I think. And eyebrows pointy that way, or eyebrows more pointy that way? What do you think? What is your opinion on eyebrows for this eye? That way around? Pointy, or that way around pointy? No opinion? I think I prefer that way around pointy. Pointy ears, pointy eyebrows. So this as it is now. Get the perspective right. Okay. Female to slightly more rounded. There. So, eyes for a dwarf. So I'm going to make those like this, I think. Right, face pencils. So I'm going to make this line almost completely straight, I think. Quite dark. So I want this Brezhnev look. Oh, I want the look of my grandma. My grandma had a cleaning lady. Was a really lovely lady, but was convinced that my grandma would look about 10 years younger if she dyed her eyebrows. Her eyebrows were, her hair was completely white at that time. And so, yeah, my grandmother allowed her to dye her eyebrows with permanent hair dye. And it wasn't really quite clear initially, because we have, as you may see, let me just go back to chatting so you can see. You can see the eyebrow situation in our family, yes? There you go. These are not subtle. And the ones, my grandma's eyebrows were even bushier than mine. Seriously, she did have eyebrows like Brezhnev. So once they were dyed coal black, which they hadn't been before, because she had kind of light brown hair like me. The contrast of the white hair and the very fair skin like me, and then the totally black, obsidian black, huge eyebrows. It was a sight to behold, I've got to say. Poor grandma. And of course it was permanent dye, so it had to grow out. It did not wash out. It had to grow out. So yeah, she didn't go out a lot for the following months. So there you go. Beware cleaning ladies carrying eyebrow dye. Anyway, yeah. Go back, Frauke. Go back to drawing. It's what you do best. No, it's not what I do best. Engineering is what I do best, but for now, let's stick with drawing. That's so far over. You see, we've got a bit of a perspective for shortening, so that's not right. Okay, and yeah, bushy eyebrows. So I can see dwarven eyebrows being like that. Quite forbidding. What does that look like? Do I want to put the eyebrows even lower down? Like that? What do you think? Dwarf. Definitely angry looking, but yeah. Weigel? Who's Weigel? Okay, no idea. No idea about whom you are talking. Weigel? Politician? Actor? Writer? Artist? Who knows? Anyway, face, pencils, pencil. So, nose, mouth. Okay. And obviously there will be a beard. Politician. I don't like politicians. Don't trust them further than I could comfortably spit a hippopotamus even. So yeah, don't talk to me about politicians. Untrustworthy. Punch the lot of them. No object to transform because I'm in the wrong layer. Transform this. Okay. Right, so same thing again. I'm going to make the lady more broad-shouldered. So I think dwarfs are going to have more of an hourglass figure. Is what I think. And I think I'm going to leave the head form as it is because it's still more slender, slightly more slender than the males, but not much. I really like the... Oh yes, I'm actually on the right layer. Wow! I really like the idea of Terry Pratchett's, where it's almost impossible to tell the male dwarfs from the female dwarfs on account of the beards. So I think I may do once I get to the bit where I learn about hair. I think I shall make human male with and without a beard, and a female dwarf with and without the beard. You talk eyebrows. Yeah, but you talk politicians' eyebrows. So, no, don't care. Sorry. Actually, I have not put in the arms and legs yet. So, chunky arms for my dwarven lady. So, chunky is beautiful. Take it from me. So I think my dwarven lady is actually going to be quite buxom. I really have to figure out what I'm going to do on that side. Okay, how does that look so far? Yeah, I don't think that's all that bad. Send me a picture message with a picture. I'm going to have a look at that in a moment because we're coming up to 1 hour, so I'm going to call a break in about 5 minutes. I do want to finish the eyes if I can, though. Right, so male. I think that's roughly it, yeah. I'm going to make those just a little bit softer than the males, and she's going to get that and longer eyelashes, which is kind of bizarre that females are always depicted with longer eyelashes when in fact it's men who've got longer eyelashes generally than women. Fun fact there, don't say that I never teach you anything. Okay, and she's going to get fairly chunky eyebrows too, just a little bit more elegant and a bit higher, I think. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Let's just zoom out a bit. So this is what I've got so far. I think I can live with that. This has turned out a lot better than I thought it would, in all honesty. So yeah, I think that's a pretty decent starting point for my tokens. Oh, oh, yeah, I put those on the wrong layer. So let me just very quickly move the eyes and eyebrows onto the face layer. Let's deselect that. So now if I take that out, yeah, okay, so that's on there. I need to merge that with the one below. Below. Okay, so now, and I've done the same with the elf. Bummer. Yeah. Okay. Not to worry. I can always rectify that. I don't want to cut off. Actually, yes, I do. Yes, I do, because that's the face. The nose is part of the face, isn't it? Yes. Traditionally, it is. Right, so merge that. Okay, so now let me zoom out so I can see if I forgot anywhere else. So that's, yeah, okay, so that's the faces. Okay, some mouths are not quite there, and that's the bodies, leaving only the faces, like the Cheshire cat. So let me just quickly put in nose. I need the roughs just for my guideline. And the mouth. All right. I'll even put them on the right layer. Wow. Amazing stuff happening. Okay. Right. I'm going to call a break for 5 minutes. Refresh my drink. You go do that too. Let me just put that onto chatting. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. This went a lot smoother than I thought it would, in all honesty. So yeah, this course is really seems to be working. Good. I'm glad about that. So anyway, I shall see you in 5 minutes. Hello, welcome back. So I've done 3 of the 4 races I want to do, Chibi wise, and with not too bad a result. Yeah. I don't know where to look. There's the camera. Don't look at the camera. Anyway, yeah, it's a bit tricky because the camera's mounted on top of my graphics tablet, whereas my chat, my streaming software is on my other monitor. So if I look at that, I need to look over there and not look at you, and it's very, very rude, because really should look at you, lovely viewer, instead of, checking what's going on over there. So, but anyway, enough babble, back to drawing. So halflings, actually, I probably should read up. Halflings presumably are very, very similar to hobbits from what I can tell. I'm just not sure, apart from size, how I'm going to differentiate them from humans. It's probably going to be hair, clothes, general facial features, which I have not done a lot yet, but I don't think they've got particularly big eyes. So yeah, I think halflings are going to be very, very similar to humans in this instance. So let me just zoom in a bit. Okay, and just change that. Yeah, I don't know why I use that as a reference. Well, I got the face line wrong. Okay, let's put in the eyes. Move the body across. Yeah, I guess I could have done a better job with my initial scaffolding here. Yeah, okay. Pencil. Okay, pencils for the body. Actually, I may give him a slightly more pointy chin, so halfway between elf and human, I think, but generally softer than a human male. And I think slightly pointy ears as well. I know hobbits are supposed to have slightly pointy ears, so just like that, I think. So not like an elf, but definitely not like a human either. Okay, so body type, I think very, very similar to human, pretty much identical, come to think of it. Okay, right, and eyes. Actually, I might give him slightly bigger eyes than a human, and not quite as angular, I think. So human male, okay. Actually, human male's hasn't got all that angular eyes, not as straight as say the elves and the dwarves I've done. Okay, and tiny little nose and a mouth. Right. So what? Eyes are not the same size. Need to change that. This one needs to be bigger. Slightly more over here. And still slightly bigger. Okay. You think they're the same size, or did I make it too big? Yeah, you're the lovely viewer. You're the lovely, almost lonely viewer. You're the lonely chatter. Nobody else chats with me. Nobody understands me. So let's actually just compare that to the rest. So yeah, different from the human, definitely bigger eyes. So I think that's probably a fairly good distinguishing mark. And eyebrows. I'm going to make those fairly high. Actually, I want halflings to have happy eyebrows. Too high? Too high. Too high. Move the eyebrows. Okay. Yeah. No, don't want them pointy. Elf has got really pointy ears. Human, of course, has got round ears, and I think halfling should have somewhat pointed ears, but not bigger than humans. No, I like this shape of ear. I really do like that. Okay, and let's go for halfling lady. Okay. halfling lady, curvier than human lady, not quite as much as the dwarf, but just a little bit more. I need to move the body again. Bit of modern art in there. Bit of modern art. Okay. Okay, let's go on to the pencils. She's going to have a slightly softer face than the human. And pointy ears. And let's put in arms and legs, shall we? Right, back to black. Okay, works as body shape, I think. Okay, and so happy eyes. Happy eyebrows. All right. Okay, so let's have a look at the whole thing in total. Okay, let's center that properly there. Oh, she doesn't have a face yet. I need to give you a face, don't I, halfling lady? Yes, I do. All right. So, what do you think? Comments? Suggestions? Anything? Wondering if the elf ears are a bit too high. What do you think? Looks a bit weird. What do you think, lovely people or person in chat? Yeah, they are too high, aren't they? Okay, let's go and rectify that. Mm-hmm. Probably need to rotate those a little bit. Where's the rotation? Where's the rotation? I know I had a rotation here just a moment ago. No, that's move, 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 stretch, rotate. Okay, and then just extend that skull. Erase that, and same thing for this ear. This ear needs to come down. But doesn't really need to be rotated a lot. Alright, let's zoom out again. How's that? The male elf is pissed off, isn't he? Yeah. Well, as I said, I've just watched The Witcher on TV, and yeah, the elves have every right to be pissed off. I might make a happy elf. The female elf looks happier than the male, so I'll have to see. Yeah, that's the thing, because I want the eyes to be slanted. Certainly more slanted than the humans. But with a slant, you kind of get the with a slant you get the eyelids just going down, which looks angry. So yeah, not sure what to do about that. I'll continue the course and see what happens next. Anyway, let's get back to this. Anything else? The dwarf, female dwarf eyes, wrong size. She looks rather skewed there. Okay. Face. That needs to be bigger. It needs to actually be much bigger. Okay. Yeah, that's better. I think the same thing goes for the male dwarf. That needs to get a little bit bigger as well. Okay. Anything else that needs tweaking, adjusting? What do you think? Actually, let me save that. Let me save that before I do anything else, because I don't want to lose an hour and a half of work. Yeah, yeah. I think hair and clothes absolutely need to be next. Yeah, male elf looks a bit more like an alien. I may have to do something about the head shape. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Okay, I think at this point I'm going to leave it because there's not much else I can do here. Not sure if I want to start anything else on a completely different skin because I'm starting to flag and lose concentration. So what I think I'll do is I'll just see, because I'm really hoping that at some point I'll catch my a friend of mine live on Twitch. So I'm going to mute my microphone for just a second because I don't want you hearing anything that might come out spurious ad wise or whatever. No, unfortunately, my friend the Little Witch is not online currently. I really want to do a raid at some point. I want to try that. So let me just put you back to chatting. So yeah, I really want to raid somebody, and I would really like to raid her because she's lovely. Only it's all in German. So, but which is fine if it's just Jelly here. I know Jelly will want to come along, and I want to try out this raid function. I've never raided anybody. As I said, I'm still pretty new to Twitch, and I want to try out various features like raids and polls at some point and stuff like that. So anyway, obviously not today, but I will be back streaming again on Thursday at 8 o'clock, where I'll be continuing Tales of Monkey Island. And then again Sunday at 7 o'clock, where UK time. That's all UK time. So yeah, so on Thursday it'll be 8 o'clock, so that is half an hour earlier than whatever it is now for you. And Sunday, 7 o'clock, so an hour and a half earlier than it is for you at the moment. So that's going to be Thursday, Tales of Monkey Island. Sunday is going to be continuation of Beyond the Steel Sky. So I've finished Beneath the Steel Sky and now started on the next game. It's all on my schedule, so if you just click on the schedule tab down there somewhere, then you'll be able to see what's happening when in your local time. And there's a handy countdown timer as well. So yeah, and of course notifications. If you follow me and you switch on notifications, you'll be notified. That's what they do. So I hope I'll see you on one of my next streams. And until then, I say bye bye to you. And now I've just got to find the key that stops me streaming. Bye.